Hello my friends and welcome back to The Witcher 2, Assassins of Kings. In our last video, we escaped the Lavalette Castle and made our way to Flotsam and ran into our old friends Dandelion and Zoltan Chivay. Chivay, one of those options. In today's video, we're going to wander around Flotsam and yeah, that's all I got. So let's start by trying to talk to our friends again.
It's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I guess not. Oh, now we go.
Damn, that was close. Innkeep! Vodka!
Triss Merigold! Lice eat me, but you are a treat to behold. Just a little pale.
Magic takes its toll, but I'll be all right. Good to see you and your beard again.
Can somebody tell me what happened? You set off a month ago for Zoltan's wedding.
That got fucked. There will be no wedding.
Did you hear about Foltest?
Rumors travel faster than the wind.
Winds and rumors. I want to know the truth.
I want to know how Foltest died. And the dragon, was there really one there? And who rules Temeria now?
Dandelion, calm down.
Yeah.
You'll choke on your liquor.
Triss, tell us what happened after I was arrested. I'm trying to remember. Someone said the orange one means we move on to something else. So let's go with what's with the wedding, Zoltan.
No wedding, Zoltan.
The Breckenrigs broke off the engagement because some limp prick put it about that I joined the uprising in Vizima. My would-be pop-in-law refused to let a rebel firebrand join the family. Innkeep, where's our drink?
It was like this. We got to Mahakam a week after the Grand Master died. Bought Zoltan an absolutely grand doublet, a pair of Garibaldi Krakau's, and as a gift for Eudora, a jade stone as big as my fist.
We were broke as a joke by the time Dandelion threw me a bachelor party at an establishment called the Tight Lane.
Oh, jeez.
Next day, we went over to the Breckenrigs. They welcomed us in, sat us down, and proceeded to discuss the superiority of Mahakaman mining know-how over any other. And that went on until dinner. Just when I thought I'd learned more than I ever wanted to know about mining, they served the soup.
You could have held a pin drop. Old Breckenrig rose and he says, "A real dwarf works a mine, not chases fame on the battlefield."
You'll never believe this, Geralt, but they served duck blood soup. It was as black as tar. They must have dropped lumps of coal into the pot.
"Eat," Breckenrig says, then proceeded to slop 2 full bowls of the shite. Old goat. Hope his mind caves in on his head.
That sounds disgusting. So have you joined the Scoia'tael, Zoltan? I think I said in my last video that when I played Witcher 1, which is what I imported to this game, I sided with the Scoia'tael and Zoltan was there, but if I remember correctly, he didn't, well, I think he did fight a little bit, but he really just kind of helped refugees escape. So let's find out if he has joined them.
Loredo said you're working with the Scoia'tael, Zoltan.
I have done many things in my life, Geralt, but I have never stooped to banditry.
The Scoia'tael don't consider themselves bandits.
But I am no Scoia'tael.
Okay. Dandelion, since when have you worked for Roche?
Since when have you worked for Roche?
Hey, nobody said a word when you went out to save Temeria from the Grand Master and his mutants.
Relax, Dandelion. I was just asking. Do what you want. You're an adult, kind of.
That wasn't very supportive.
Laugh away. At least I decided to do something constructive.
You used to spy for Redania. Now you're spying for Temeria. Some might call you a traitor.
Ever tried to live off of poetry alone? The truth is, I'm a citizen of the world. As long as I don't serve Emperor Emir, I'm not doing any harm.
Leave him be, Geralt. He'll play the spy a bit, get bored, and drop it. You know how he is.
Okay. Well, the dragon. Let's ask about that.
The dragon. Well, the dragon appeared, and that's all I know.
But where did the Lavalettes get a dragon? We heard it fought on their side, huge as a barn, they say.
Dragons don't usually take sides. Maybe its lair was nearby and it just felt threatened.
If you hadn't driven it off, Foltest might not have taken the castle.
Maybe. We'll never know for sure.
Well, Triss, tell us what happened after I was arrested.
Triss, you're the expert on Temeria. Tell us who's in charge now.
It's chaotic and getting worse. The old families are fighting for supremacy, no holds barred.
Baron Kimbalt and Count Merivale, I bet.
Among others. After the assassination, while Geralt was in the dungeon, the lords convened in a field near Lavalette Castle to choose a new ruler. 3 days they debated, and it looked more like a bazaar than a meeting of nobles. Except the trade was in court and ministry positions, spheres of influence, royal privileges.
Humans.
In spite of several duels and 2 poisonings, no king was chosen. Civil war was in the air.
Was there any resolution?
Did they ultimately resolve anything?
No, it ended as usual. Sadly, John Natalis remains our only hope.
Ah, the victor at Brenna, and Foltest's most tried and true field commander.
During the deliberations, he was several days' march from Lavalette lands, with an additional 2,000 armed men in tow. He's to keep the peace until a rightful monarch is chosen.
He could find that ruling is to his liking.
Natalis is a soldier at heart. He's not suited to rule, and I don't believe he even wants to.
He's got the army behind him.
Which is why he can guarantee peace. Well, a tenuous one, sure, but that's always better than civil war. Besides which, he's deeply in debt to a dwarven bank in which Philippa Eilhart, as sorceress, holds a significant stake.
So, no mages around to cool things down?
Where were the mages?
Aye. Where were the grey eminences of this world when they were truly needed?
They weren't invited. Neither was I. But if not for their intervention, or rather that of a few influential sorceresses, Baron Kimbolt would have taken the throne.
I was invited to sing at his court once. Afterwards, he refused to pay me, and the food was awful. No way I'll stay in Temeria if he's crowned.
Okay, that's... all right, to each their own. That's enough politics.
I think I've heard enough about politics.
About the king.
Foltest's killer lay in wait in the tower, where the Lavalettes had hidden the royal bastards. He was well informed.
Wait a minute, what were you doing there?
I was protecting the king. After the first attempt, Foltest began treating me as his lucky charm. He ordered me to be at his side during the battle. The dragon separated us from the rest of the army. The killer disguised himself as a monk, a blind one at that. He let Foltest greet his children, waited until I had walked off, then cut the king's throat from ear to ear.
How did he flee?
Jumped out a window into the river below. Yorvith Skoyatel were waiting in a boat. It was planned.
And you're chasing him because he murdered the king?
I was accused of the murder. I need to clear my name. Besides, I looked him in the eye before he escaped. He's a witcher. Then some brave Temerian soldiers showed up, piled on me, and knocked me out.
Save yourselves, good folk! The beast attacks!
We better get out there. Someone's casting spells.
Oh, jeez. Who is that?
What sort of sorceress are you? A lot of good you did. Can't you hear me? Why didn't you help him?
He's alive, isn't he?
The beast nearly pulled him in the water while you stood staring like a calf at a shit-covered clover.
Watch your words.
Where's this beast?
Ask her.
Geralt.
Ah, I guess we knew each other.
Oh, look here. Birds of a feather.
Let's say I've heard of you.
Master Witcher, this is foolish. The beast near pulled Sozek into the depths, and you're simply chatting with this damsel.
But out is Sosek's alive, isn't he? Well, why don't you tell me about the monster?
All right. What happened?
I came to Flotsam to kill the Kayran.
Kayran?
The monster that has effectively blocked the port. A moment ago, I had the good fortune to see it in all its splendor, but the local folk scared it away.
Good fortune? You hear that, Sozek? That was some good fortune for you.
Why's the beast in the port all of a sudden, eh? Summoned by the witch, perchance?
To see it in all its splendor.
Care to fight the monster yourselves? Get out of my face. You need to get Sozek out of here. Yeah, why don't you take your friend and go away?
Sozek doesn't look too good. Lay him inside somewhere.
Right, we've dawdled enough already. Come on, lads, let's go.
What's this? I was ready for a rumble there.
Shut it, and come on.
I apologize for interrupting, but I am Louis Merse, and I am chief person in charge of all matters related to monster hunting in Flotsam. It is in this capacity that I must inquire if you're willing to attempt to resolve the problem of our so-called Kayran, the beast that now blocks all trade traffic on the river.
So, Witcher, are we willing?
I usually work alone.
I was here first, and I'll not relinquish this contract. My way or the highway, as the locals put it.
Fine. Your way it is.
You must contact the merchants on the waterfront as regards any rewards. Madame de Tansarville has, I believe, already conducted some preliminary negotiations.
That I have.
In that case, don't let me keep you.
Triss, how long must I wait for you to introduce us?
Sheila de Tansarville, advisor to Queen Zulika of Kovir.
Kovir's a long way north.
True. I had my doubts if the Kayran was worth the journey, but those were dispelled with what it showed today.
Here to hunt down some ingredients?
Triss Merigold. Sharp as ever.
You're thinking that...
Troll eyes, ghoul venom, virgin's blood, all those disgusting marvels we take from dying species. To throw into the cauldron at Sabbaths. Right, Triss?
Absolutely. Virgins are a dying breed.
Oh my. Your sense of humor seems to be intact too. But enough of these pleasantries. Tell me, Geralt. You saw the tentacle. What do you make of it all?
The beast must be huge. Maybe inhabited one of the Pontar's tributaries before, hunting animals. Then it grew for some reason, and hunger drove it to seek fresh pastures.
And on the Pontar it found trade barges burgeoning with obese, slow-moving merchants. You're partly correct. Cedric claims the Kayran emerged from the northern swamps approximately 1 month past.
Cedric?
An elf. Formerly a Scoia'tael. Strange bird. But he knows quite a bit about the area and its living wonders.
I need to look around, find out a few things.
An investigation. Witchers' rituals, extracting secrets and such.
More or less. I'll talk to the merchants about the reward, pay Cedric a visit and get back to you.
You'll find me at the inn. I've rented lodgings there, on the upper floor.
You know the inn's also a whorehouse.
Thanks for the warning.
Oh my gosh, these cutscenes are like epically long. Okay. Let's see, we have a new quest. The Kayran, a matter of price. Sorceresses never do anything out of the kindness of their hearts, for the simple reason that they have stones inside their hearts. Hey, does that mean Triss is that way too? Great. Sile said she had enough talking and wouldn't lift a finger against a monster until the price of the contract was set. The artless witcher would never have thought to do things that way, but since a sorceress, lifting her finger can be mighty helpful in any situation, particularly ones that involve killing huge monsters. Our hero went to haggle with the merchants at the harbor. And then by the gods, stringing of the Sods completed. I think that's everything that I read last time. Then the Kayran quest. What about the monstrosity of Flotsam? Well, Geralt heard that a beast had attacked a man on the pier. Driven by a professional curiosity, he went to investigate. Indeed, it was as people had said. The unlucky victim lay on the pier. A riled crowd surrounded him and was commenting on the events. Among the onlookers stood the sorceress Sile de Tansarville. The Witcher and the sorceress exchanged but a few words before she asked Geralt for help in hunting down the dangerous beast. First, they needed to identify the species. An elf named Cedric was said to be the most knowledgeable of local wildlife. Okay.
I've always preferred the wandering life. Meet new people, beat some of them up.
Don't tell me you like it here.
Not really, it's a shithole. But plenty of folk to beat up.
Keith?
Say something. Or did you just fart?
And then we have
Going somewhere,
Odo.
friend.
Well, who's over here? Toll collector's house. All right, Rain increases the damage dealt by spells and produce electrical charges. The Quensign becomes even more deadly. However, remember that mage is something. Again, too fast game. There's weather. Oh my gosh, there's serious weather. This is so amazing. I love it when games have weather. Probably because I don't get much weather where I live. So, yeah. Okay, well, let's... What does the blue dot mean? Nothing? Okay, let's try to find...
So down.
Who's this person? You look different.
White-haired one.
It's wet.
I have an offer for you.
Never
Okay.
been so down.
Vencel Pugg.
Greetings, white-haired one. I could do with your help. You see, I'm looking for a certain formula.
I'm no herbalist.
I know who you are. I'll be straight. Find the formula and you'll earn a sizable pouch of orans.
Okay, sure.
Sounds good. What do you want me to do?
The formula is in the hands of a certain shopkeeper.
Can't go and see him yourself?
He deals in incense. One type is particularly popular. I think what he sells is harmful, yet I need the formula to prove it. The scoundrel knows that and is very cautious. Yet I assume you, as a witcher, have your ways?
I'll see what I can do.
Guy was nice to me. The scent of incense. Do you like the scent of incense? Then listen. Geralt met a scholar at the harbor. The man claimed that one of the local shopkeepers sold incense, producing poisonous smoke. Well, it would have been nice if he'd explained that. It seemed all shady when he came to me. Well, probably because it was. Anyway, he could not prove the murderous trade without producing a recipe for the incense. Geralt promised to get the man a recipe for a tidy sum. I want to work on this guy Cedric who knows stuff. Let me see. Okay, he's all the way over there. Well, we'll just wander around.
I've never been so down.
Yep, that's a torch.
It's been raining bats and frogs. Built a roof. Squirrel sorceress summoned this rain.
Come on. There's all kinds of stuff over here, isn't there? At least there was when I first came in. Is it all gone now? Oh, no, wait. It's not all gone. Oh, it was over here, that's right. Duh. Oh, is it done raining already? Man. It's fine. We'll just run around and loot and talk to people.
Trouble. At your service.
What do you want?
Heard you have a problem.
Ah, if only we had just one. Highways washed out, forests full of bandits, a river beast blocks the port, and tolls at a rise.
Can't help with the tolls, but the monster's a possibility.
A sorceress said the same, but we've yet to see any results.
She's asked me to work with her.
And who's to pay your wage?
That's what I'm here to discuss.
The sorceress was to manage alone. You can split that reward if you wish.
Where's our advance? Double the fee I'm in. Get back to me when you've had enough of Flotsam. Let's try to double the fee?
Well, we're managing it together now, so as I see it, you should double the reward.
You jest.
Let's try my sign again?
You'll double what you offered Lady de Tansarville, because that's what the contract's worth.
So be it.
Nice!
I assume you to be professionals and worth every last copper paid to you.
It's a deal. Now tell me what you know about the beast.
You're the Witcher, damn it! I've no knowledge of these things.
Who could tell me more?
That ploughing elf, Cedric, most probably.
He's supposed to know all about monsters.
Where can I find him?
In the village, outside the walls. Now leave me be.
What are you laughing at? So, passing along the waterfront, the Witcher approached a merchant who was willing to pay for the beast to be slain. Geralt never liked haggling, but he did it often on account of his profession, so he managed to agree on a good price. I feel like that's fair, right?
People! The mutant's pursuing me!
It is hereby announced that a rich reward has been set for killing the Kayran. Okay. Calm down. Nobody's pursuing you. You're just crazy. Alright.
Not a thank you, not a good boy.
Hey there.
They're rabble, I tell you.
They pinch my ass and don't even leave a tip.
Animals, damn it. The moral downfall embodied.
Okay.
No offense, but you're scaring my customers away.
Yeah, there's a line around the block, I can tell. Bullboar?
Yeah.
Okay, before I start going into houses, let's stick to the outside first. I need to go back to the inn anyway, because I wasn't done exploring in there. Because there was a downstairs, and apparently it's a whorehouse. Not that I want to do that, but just to be thorough, I should look through everything, right? Okay.
Well, I had an inkling and it didn't disappoint me. It was a long voyage to this cesspit, but it's about to make sense. Foltest's killer, live and in person. How are you? Happy and healthy?
Can't complain.
I am delighted, really. But you see, it's a long way back to Vecima, and I'd rather not dawdle. I lost a load of time looking for you.
No reason to waste any more talking, then. Bon voyage.
Listen, Jester. You're worth more to me alive, but if need be, I will take you back as a corpse. You choose.
All right. Give it a shot.
Drop your sword and put your hands together, or I'll not vouch for what...
Shut up. Go ahead. Try to kill me.
No need to fear those witches' tricks. I've got a turtle stone.
Okay, let's try the one without the sword first. Holy crap!
Hey, dust!
Ow? Come on, I'm trying to move out of the way.
He's worth a bundle! Don't fuck this up!
I still can't cast?
We've got a wanted man here! Grab him, boys!
There we go. That wasn't terrible. Alright, let's put away our sword so we don't scare people. Wooden rung rope ladder. That's different. Oh, and they all turn into bags. Great. Arrest warrant. Well, let's look at that. Arrest warrant for Geralt of Rivia. It is hereby made known that to all that the Witcher named Geralt, a native of Rivia, has committed the high crime of regicide in slaying Foltest, king of Temeria, as a murderer and traitor. Geralt of Rivia has been sentenced to die by fire. A generous reward is offered for his capture and delivery to the proper authorities. He who delivers a criminal's head shall receive 1/2 of said reward. Those providing reliable and confirmed information as to the criminal's whereabouts shall also receive remuneration. Beware, the Witcher is armed and dangerous. Clearly they didn't listen that well. Because, you know, Witcher. Timber. Oh, wow, they slow down while I'm looting. That's cool.
A fine mess you have here. Dwarves stealing bread from the mouths of honest craftsmen. Elves wandering among decent folk.
The Commandant will deal with them just as soon as he's dealt with the Scoia'tael.
Loredo catch Yorveth, the sky will sooner rain anchovies.
Don't badmouth the Commandant! He's a decent man and a patriot.
I don't deny that, but he could perform his patriotic duties more vigorously.
So it looks like there's just merchants out here now. Oh, look, there's a doggo. Oh, little puppy.
So how's it going, dearie? Everything all right at the household?
Youngsters screaming in daytime, the old man moaning at night.
And how do you find country life? Was it worth it? Marrying an Dandelion?
Love is where you find it.
It's true. Foltest is dead.
You'll return to Flotsam in tears not a year from now.
They say the elves hired a witcher for a few coppers, no less, since the mutants were eager to slay a king.
That I don't believe. After all, Vernon Roche himself arrived with a witcher in tow.
That mutant must be on Roche's leash, here to sniff out his people's hideouts.
Okay. Lots of good gossip going on.
Let's hear it.
What does a bloody witcher actually eat?
Mushrooms? Spuds. Why spuds? 'Cause he's a human like us. He sweats, he bleeds. Probably eats spuds too.
Yeah. Potatoes are lovely. Okay, back into the inn finally. All right, let's save. I haven't done that, like,
Come on,
at all.
nearly got him. Go on, a wee bit more. Change your grip. Humans know as much about arm wrestling as I know about screwing trolls.
Let's talk to our friends again. Okay, that's everything for her. Let's talk to Dandelion. Oh my goodness. Well, talk. I can tell you want to.
I know you. I can see you're dying to ask me. What is it?
All right, fess up. What happened to Foltest?
Want to know the version that is yet to make it to Flotsam? The king died in mysterious circumstances. The witcher Geralt, his sword covered in blood, was discovered standing over his corpse.
Did you kill him? This'll stay between us, I promise.
The killer escaped before I could get him. I'm being set up.
So what are you gonna do? Run around swinging your sword hoping the killer walks into range?
Yes.
I don't have to. The killer's in the forest with the Squietel, and he knows I'm here. We'll find each other.
Geralt, please don't do anything stupid. Don't stick your neck out. If Loredo finds out you were involved in Foltest's assassination...
I feel like I should be insulted that Dandelion wouldn't just know that I didn't kill the king. And if I had killed the king, which I didn't, perhaps it would have been for a good reason. I mean, great friendship there. So what did you put in that report you gave Roche?
You gave Vernon a full report on Flotsam. Seen anything unusual around here?
They've got some amazing women at the brothel. You should take a look. One of them.
You know what I mean.
A town like any other. It's got a harbor, an inn, and a stinking muddy river. That's what an ordinary man would say. But we poets also look into people's souls. And things are not good. I saw a robbery sanctioned by law. Town watchmen laughing as they confiscated goods, all the while talking about how they'd finally bring order to the town. I saw drunken thugs beat up an elf woman while no one even flinched. I know these things happen everywhere, but here, it's not motivated by hatred or misguided attempts at meting out justice. People are driven by cold calculation. They're always looking for opportunities to get a little richer.
Okay, have you learned anything about the assassinations?
I need information. Anything that could help me track down the Kingslayers.
I only know gossip. Things folk have been saying since Demiven's death. People are throwing out blame left and right. One day it's the elves, another the Nilfgaardians, then it's Rivians.
Let me guess. The suspects also include a Zerrikanian alchemist and a group of halflings.
Bold theory, that. But the mob comes up with even better ones. Know what? Frankly, the most worrying effect of these assassinations is the chaos they've unleashed in people's minds.
What do you mean?
I mean chaos. People don't know what to think, who's good and who's evil. And these are tough times. Who knows what's going to happen?
Okay, so Master Spy Politics, care to give me your assessment?
So, Mr. Master Spy, what's new in the world of politics? Bards singing about anything interesting these days?
Eddern's in trouble. Henselt and his great army are nearing the Pontar and will ford it and strike any day.
Well, we haven't had a war in a long time.
Like all little boys, he likes to play with his soldiers. But I don't think Kedwin will have an easy time of it. Eddern's borders are guarded by Saskia the Dragon Slayer.
Who's she? Some mercenary?
a peasant girl and self-proclaimed commander of something called the Adernian Voluntary Militia.
Fighting women and bards who play politics. These are strange times.
Why does that name sound so familiar? Saskia name. Why does that sound familiar? Anyway. My memory's coming back.
I'm having flashbacks, Dandelion.
What have you remembered?
My own death.
I saw that with my own eyes, as I've told you many times. Yennefer gave her life to save yours. I thought you might have remembered what happened afterwards. I mean, how the devil can you be here now? I hear you, I see you, you're breathing. I mean, you're just alive.
Dandelion, I've had a flashback or two. I don't know everything yet.
Okay, see you later, bye. So there were journal updates. Let's see. Those are done. Characters, Triss Merigold. What else does the lovely Triss have to say? Nobody was surprised that Triss knew Sile de Tansarville. I know I'm saying all these names wrong. A more attentive observer would certainly have noticed a chill in their greetings, as well as Triss's evident dislike of her elder colleague. Yeah, she was a little not into her. So let's see. John Natalis. It seemed that every other person you meet took part in the last war against Nilfgaard. Such are the times in which we live, yet we best remember those who made their mark in the annals of that conflict. John Natalis, Constable of Temeria, is one such person, Supreme Commander of the cumulative forces of the North at the Battle of Brenna. Natalis fought valiantly, commanded wisely, and contributed vastly to the victory, despite being outnumbered by the enemy 2-1, and he did not rest on his laurels after the battle. Instead, he pursued the foe, routing him nec nuntius cladis, or nearly so, leaving but a few stragglers to flee beyond the Yaruga. John Natalis was honored richly for his deeds, and a square in Vizima now bears his name. After Foltest's death, Natalis temporarily served as regent of Temeria. Yes, that's who they were talking about. And then Sile de Tansarville. I know from experience that magicians are not above lusting for power. Among sorceresses alone, there are many whose ambition leads them pull strings. Again, I don't think that's how that's meant to be. Moving kings and other mighty forces of this world. To command the elements in spectacular fashion, summon genies, bend fate, dictate royal proclamations, or at least to force others to eat chicken with cutlery. That is why magicians such as Sile de Tansarville, known as Corviri Loner, stood apart from others. Lady Sile was not known to interfere in politics, at least not visibly, instead dedicating her days to research. Strict, calm, and collected, unlike other sorceresses, she did not display her feminine charms. Really? She didn't display her feminine charms? Have you seen her dress? Just saying. Nor did she flirt with men, jiggling her posterior before them at every occasion. Though, and I must remain true to myself here, the world would undeniably be a much poorer place without typical sorceresses. The reason for Sile de Tansarville's presence in a backwater town like Flotsam was initially a mystery, yet it quickly became clear that she had come there because of the Kayran, a river monster, for sorceresses gladly use the organs of exotic creatures as ingredients for magical preparations, and Sile was no exception. There was, oh, here's my Witcher's sword. There was another entry, Wild Hunt. Yeah, that's what I saw pop up when I was talking to Dandelion. According to tradition and eyewitness accounts, the Wild Hunt abducts people, forcing them to join its mad gallopade on the sky. Its harvest is especially rich just before or during a great war, like a few years ago in Novigrad, when over 20 people went missing without a trace after the Wild Hunt passed. Some of the abductees managed to escape the cavalcade back into the world of the living, but the stories they told were so extraordinary that they were always considered insane. Yeah, I would go with that too. All right, let's talk to Zoltan.
Good to see you, Zoltan. What are you doing so far from home?
It's a dog's life, Geralt, I'll tell you that much. You work your fingers to the bone for 6 years, you listen to the tirades of that old tyrant Breckenrig, you buy jewels. Then she breaks off the engagement.
Aww.
And there I was, learning a gavotte. Fuck it. Out of sight, out of mind. Farewell to Eudora, the forge in Novigrad, and all the world's Breckenrigs. I'm a plain merchant, and I've made my peace with that.
Oh, I can arm wrestle him. And let's talk about I need new weapons. I mean, maybe.
Is there a good swordsmith or blacksmith here?
There's a small smithy by the wall. Quite basic. The tools probably remember the conjunction of the spheres, but it'll do for weapon repairs. They also enhance swords with runes and add ornamentation to armor. Just don't do anything that'll make you look like Dandelion at the opening of a new brothel. You could also look in on some merchants. I don't think Loredo's robbed them of everything yet.
And did somebody give you a job?
How are you killing time in this hellhole?
At present, polishing gems for Sheila de Tansarville. Requires precision, but it's well-paid work.
Jewelry?
Not quite. The sorceress is building a magical contraption. Spends her days staring at it. A regular magpie eyeing a copper. But I don't think she's getting anywhere with it. Got so enraged one time she dashed a vase against the wall. Some temperament, those sorceresses, I'm telling you.
I love his new model. I love everybody's new models so far. It's amazing. Heard of an elf named Cedric?
Do you know someone named Cedric?
Know him? We drank each other under the table last Saturday. I barely made it home.
Where do I find him?
Most times gazing at the forest from a tower near Lobendon. Strange bird, that one, but a heavyweight when it comes to drink.
Thanks.
Okay. I need to talk to Cedric. He lives in Lobendon, a village nestled up against Flotsam walls. Humans paid him to keep the forest beasts away from their huts, so he spent most of his time on treetop platforms gazing into the forest thicket. Okay. Lots of new quests, lots of new journal entries, but it's the start of the game. What am I going to do? Oh, there's Roche. Yeah, let's talk to him. Get that over with.
Hey? What's going on, Geralt?
Flotsam's in the wilderness. It's a good hideout. Looks like you're on Loredo's shit list. What now? Got a plan? Well, let's talk about the wilderness first.
A little town deep in the forest, terrorized by Scoia'tael. You should be in your element, Roche.
Flotsam isn't just any old town, Geralt. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, and Edern. The largest kingdoms in the north. Know what they all have in common?
The Pontar Valley. A strip of land they've been battling over for generations.
Exactly. And here's Flotsam, on the border between Temeria and Edern, with Kedwin lying in wait just the other side of the marshes.
At the very edge of the Pontar Valley.
Stuck in the middle like a candle up the arse.
The north's most important trade routes meet here. Every caravan has to come through Flotsam, and anyone who wants to place their cargo on a boat on this section of the river has to bear Loredo in mind.
They say Henselt of Kedwin has gathered an army and is heading for Vernon. The Pontar Valley will be on fire soon, while we, Geralt, are sitting in Flotsam, the gateway to the valley.
I'd like to believe it's pure coincidence and the killer just followed the squirrels here.
Naive to say the least, Witcher.
Looks like you're on Loredo's shit list.
How can the commander of a Temerian garrison just piss all over the commander of Foltest's special forces?
The Blue Stripes aren't exactly popular among common folk, in case you hadn't noticed.
Like anyone who does the dirty work. But Loredo's a soldier.
The worst scum gets posted to dumpy border towns like this. Incompetent fools who show off their authority to a bunch of grimy peasants.
Well, what now? Got a plan?
We arrived in Flotsam, we saw the killer, we've pissed everyone off. What next?
If the Kingslayer's in Yorveth's care, we'll have to get them both.
If we go out into that forest to look for elves, all we'll find is our own death.
We'll visit Loredo as invited. He may be a hick heading a bunch of imbeciles, but this is his territory and he could prove useful.
Okay, bye. See you later.
So long, Roche.
All right. Well, who are you three? I haven't talked to you yet.
You look strong. Care for the little contest?
Oh, yeah. You're arm wrestler. So, well, let me try this. All right, well, I'm not sure how much of that I will leave in, but I beat all three of them, and now I have to go find Bartholomew Bargee of the village of Loredo. Well, I have to go out there anyway to find, what's his name?
Greetings.
The elf who knows things.
What?
That looks kind of disgusting. Okay, let's go talk to Triss again.
Thieves and bandits everywhere.
Nope, that's everything with her. So let's save again, since I beat arm wrestling on the first try, and head downstairs to the brothel. Can I take anything from here? Sorry, ladies. I'm a broke witcher again, and I need things. Anything else? That looks like it's it. Okay, let's leave now, please. I would like Triss to not catch me here. She could probably set me on fire. This is another room. It is. It's like the red light basement instead of the red light district. Red light district. Okay. I really need to find storage somewhere. Oh. There's all kinds of things.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
Came in. Oh, gods. Pretend you don't see him. Don't look him in the eyes. Never, ever provoke a witcher.
Vincent, Zeska, Dittel, Sunshine.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
Hello, Vidar.
At your service.
Hello. Are you an innkeeper?
Now all we need is a mutant.
I found the storage. All right, let me work on this and I will be right back. Okay, well, I did empty my bags quite a bit. I don't know how it's going to work when it comes to crafting and if I have to come back and get stuff, but store other collected items. Oh, I can just go here instead of having to talk to him. That's nice. So it looks like that's gambling and, oh my, there's even more stuff to get. I'm just going to be looting for days. So I imagine I'm going to be able to make weapons and armor and other, and you know, potions and stuff. So we'll have to see how it goes. But let's come over here to this fight club I just saved. Let's talk to somebody.
What's going on here?
A competition, brother. With the port closed, we're bored off our asses. Care to take part?
What are the rules?
The contenders put their coin down. Winner takes all.
The fighting rules.
Drop your opponent and make sure he stays down.
Complicated.
So, are you fighting, brother?
Sure, I'll give it a shot.
Oh, yeah.
He's a fresher like you, brother. Good for starters. Put your coin down. So, what'll it be?
Let's do this.
I'm ready.
Gentlemen, let the dance begin.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
Oh no, I'm going to concentrate. Don't distract me. Ooh, ouch.
Punches lights out!
Get him, Geralt.
In the kidneys!
That
right
was
in the
fucking
head.
poetry. Up for another, brother.
Yeah, totally. This is so much better than the last game.
Who's up next?
Cor Brancel, known as Fliparse.
Strange name.
Does everything backwards. Sleeps in daytime, drinks before he eats, and tells women to get dressed before he plows them.
Fliparse.
Show us your orans. So what'll it be?
All right, let's do this again.
I'm ready.
Gentlemen, let the dance begin.
Left hook! Watch out for the left hook!
He's a big dude.
Wait till he drops his fucking guard!
Get him, Geralt. Good job, yay! I'm very proud of you.
Champ,
What?
I can tell you're a serious contender. Far too good for this drunken riffraff. Believe you me, I know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So, I don't know you.
They call me King Ziggy because I pay like a king. If you want a taste of fame and riches, look for me by the inn in the evenings. I'll take you to the right place.
Wouldn't want to get on your bad side. Up for another, brother.
No, not now.
Some other time.
Fight Club. It's a quest literally called Fight Club. King Ziggy, a man of noble birth who was surrounding himself with men of despicable status, took note of Geralt's fist-fighting successes. He offered him a chance to participate in another tournament. These were supposed to be fights for especially selected men. The participants' glory and reward would be guaranteed. Ziggy tended to appear in front of the inn in the evenings, and it was there that Geralt met him again. Okay, and then what's this one? One-on-one Flotsam. So I fought Stycho the Stot, was a cakewalk, then Fliparse. Oh, my next opponent is Vencel. Oh, I did him already. I beat him. And then my next contender is Titty Tib. Well, let's do that.
So, are you fighting, brother?
Oh wait, let me save real quick.
Some other time.
Let me save, just in case.
So, are you fighting, brother?
Yes.
Who's up next?
I knew you'd end up fighting each other.
Who's that?
Tidy Tib. The bastard eats honey straight from the hive, drinks for 4, and some say he can hang a bucket full of water from his cock. You better get a solid coin pouch ready. So, what'll it be?
I did not need to know that about him, but okay. Sure.
I'm ready.
Gentlemen, let the dance begin.
Punches lights out!
Ouch.
In the kidneys!
Geralt is so awesome.
In the kidneys!
That was fucking poetry.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
You dropped some of the toughest brawlers. Well done. Tournament's over.
Oh.
Wait till he drops his fucking guard.
Did I finish? One-on-one? Yeah, I beat everybody. That is so much better than Witcher 1. That is amazingly better.
Watch out for the left hook.
Well, I'll forgive us.
I imagine these guys are dice games, but let me save because I stink at dice. I have the worst. It is known. I have the worst luck. Let's talk to them.
Won't even wag my tongue.
Did you see?
We have sinned. Forgive us.
Oh no, here are the dice guys. All right, let's save again. Not that I need to.
Do my eyes deceive me, or are you Witcher Geralt?
What can I do for you?
My cousin from Vizima claims you're good at dice.
I beat the king.
If word gets out that we've a good contender, better players are likely to show up, and the stakes will rise. Maybe even Einar Gauss or Sendler would look in on us. And they're real masters.
You need to speak up.
So, will you play?
Sure, I saved. Let's roll some dice.
Sure. Great. We only play for fun, but Zindrab fancies himself a master.
I won't play any old challenger. Show us what you can do, and who knows, I might sit down with you.
I'll play Bendick first. I will spare you my suckiness at dice. Well, as usual, I lost. I have a new quest though, Poker Face Flotsam. When Geralt was staying in Vizima, he was less known among the gamblers as a witcher and more as a consummate dice poker player. His fame spread across all of Temeria, and there were bound to be people in Flotsam who would recognize him as a gaming partner. Geralt was immediately invited for a game with 2 local players. He also learned about a third, the local champion, a man who wouldn't play with just anyone. Well, I am going to work on this quest because it's going to take a while, but I will do that off camera, so to speak. And this is where I'll end things here today. On Tuesday, we'll continue exploring Flotsam, talking to people, being amused at all of the new little things, maybe doing some questing and killing things along the way. Who knows what will happen. But as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again on Tuesday with another new Witcher 2 video.
Watch out for the left hook!